Hey again, let me talk in this video about a grid layout. So what do you mean by a grid layout? First of all, if you remember, if I have this screen and I want to do peg, so if I add one object, I do peg. When I do another, I want to add another object to the screen. The second object goes down using peg, and the third object goes down, and he continue. Now let me think about more complex problem. If I have this screen, I have a label. Here I want it to appear. Then I have another label I want it to appear here. Here I also have this label I want it to appear here, and I have one label I want it to appear here. Now the code or the designs be more complex. I cannot do it using peg. I have to think about a grid. So if you come through problem like this one, think about your layout as a grid. So just divide it to the rows and columns. So you say, hey, I have this row, and I have this row, and I have this column, and I have this column. Okay. Now this is column number 0, this column number 1, this column number 2. This column row number 0, row number 1, row number 2. If you see, this object is located in row 0, column 0. This object located row 0, column 1. This one located in column number 2, but it take 2 rows, row number 0, row number 1. Also this one, he located in row number 1, but he take 2 columns, 0 and 1. Now let me think about how we could design this layout using a grid. So I will start by creating a new layout file. I will name it a grid in this way. Okay. Then I started. First of all, we say from tk enter import star. I will import everything. Then I also again I will do from tk enter import. I will do import ttk. Okay, this is my standard. First, then I have root. The root should be tk. Then you know that by the end you have to do root dot main loop. I want to show it. So this is basically what I have to do whenever I want to start working. Now this is what we have. Let me think all these objects as a label. So I want to define labels. So I will say ttk dot label, and this label, let me add it to the root, and let me give it a specific text. Let me give it text green. Okay, and I give it background color background equal, let me suppose I give it a green in this way, and I continue with other objects. If you see, I could do it in this way, and I also could create label by create instance from this label by say, hey, L1 equal this data. But if you see now, here I think it's not necessary for me to have instance from it, because I don't want to work with this label. I don't want to read or whatever. I want just place it in the layout. If you just want to place it, you don't want to do any process with it, just create a directory. So I would create 4 objects. How many I have? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. So the second 3, 4. So the second one, let me suppose it be yellow. Okay. So and give it here, yeah, low, and this one should be the blue. Let's suppose this one also blue, the background color, and the text here I would say orange, hopefully, and this one should be orange in this way. Hopefully, I think the first character have to be capital here in orange, and in the blue I think it have to be capital, and in yellow that's okay to be small, and I think you could do it capital and small, but let me just make it everything capital and see what's going on. Now these 4 labels. So think about this one. Let me suppose this is the first one. I want it to appear in row 0, column 0. Really easy. Just do dot a grid and say row equal 0, then say column in this way, column equal 0. This is very basic. You say, hey, I have this one, I have this label, which is the green one. I want it to appear on row number 0, column number 0. I could do it in multi-line to make it easy to read. So I say this is, so you could just click here to make it in multi-line, just to show it to you. So you say, hey, I want this one to appear on, if you just don't like it in this way, I know, maybe it's complex for you. Row number 0, column number 0, that's great. Now the second one, I want it to appear on row number 0, column number 1. Okay, a grid, row number 0, if you see it, column number 1, hopefully it show up. If it is, here you go, row number 0, column number 1. If I just go to the third one, what do you think about third one? This one, it's located in column number 2. So let me suppose, hey, this one is located in column number 2. But which rows? Row number 0 and row number 1, 2 rows. So you say, hey, I'm starting from row number 0 and I'm spanning 2 rows. So you say, you write in this way, you say row. Hopefully I could show it to you in different place so you could see it pop up. I don't think why I cannot do it. I need to delete something from the screen. Okay, let me just do it in the second line for now. So I say it happened and I want it to show to be row span. So I say row span equal to. That's mean, hey, this one, the blue one, will located in column number 2. Yes, this is 2. And to start in row number 0 and do span for 2 rows. So here he start from here and he continue for 2 rows. That is. What about the last one? The last one also need to have they need to do a grid, because this one will start on row number 1. That's great. And start in column number 0. But how many columns he take? He take 2 columns, this column and this column. So now I have column span. So what I will do, it's really easy, just say call span and that is. So to do that, I say in this way, call long. I don't know. I write column in correct way. So now if I rerun it, I have to see them in the same way that I believe them to be appear. Just run it, let me see what's going on. Now, wow, I cannot see any color for all my object, but they have to be colored. The problem is, because I didn't use style, I didn't define the style that using by this app. So to define the style, I just say, hey, I have style, and this style should be ttk dot style. That's mean, hey, I need to add specific style to my object. And I say, hey, style dot theme use, the theme that I want to use it. I would use the classic one. So I say classic. So now he have to be able to use theme. The problem is, before a few seconds he wasn't able to show you the colors because you didn't define which style you want to use. But now I say, hey, I'm using this style. He now understands everything. See, exactly same, 2 of them in 1 row. This one took 2 column, and this one he take, if you see it, he take vertical. He inserted in the middle because now we need to do some fitting. Now one of these, what you think? This one have to be take all the top down, full, complete. So you have to do something named sticky. I want to stick it in the north and the south, both. So which one is of them? Which one of them is this blue one? So where's the blue one? This one. I just say right, sticky, and this way is sticky. Just very easy, sticky. Then I will say equal south north. So south north. Okay, SN. Now rerun it again. Just close it. Rerun it again. He have to stick it from the south and the north. If you see, this is the button is stick it from the south and the north. So when you want to make it a stick, just so stick south north. This one I wanted to stick from the east and west, which is orange. So this is the orange. Just say, hey, sticky from the east and west. You could do it from 4-sided, whatever you want to do it. Here to see east west. So I did sticky from all the sided. So you could do a lot. I don't need this one anymore. So let me just remove the red one because it just confused me in the screen. So now yes, also I don't need to add them in the multi-line. Now I could work in one line. Here you go. Now I have everything ready. My layout is designed. Now you understand what we mean by sticky. Sticky mean, hey, I want to stick this one south north, upside, whatever you want to do it. It is up to you. Now let me do more changes and more work with the layout. So now you understand sticky. Now let we do talk about padding. So what about if I want this isn't the cell 00. I want to do padding from the different places, like I do paid from the left, or paid from X, or paid from Y. So really easy. Which one? The green one. Here's the green. I say, hey, I want to do paid from X equal, for example, 5, and I want to do paid from Y equal 5. Just if you rerun it again, you will see it really clear for you. He just did paid. If you see, he did paid 5 5. The problem he did paid, he did for all the row. So did you see it? He did paid from this one and this one. So this is basically how you do paid in the X and paid in the Y. You could also do paid inside the object. So think about this this one, which is yellow. I want to do paid inside it. So really easy. Instead paid X, I say I paid X, like internally. I paid X equal 5, for example. I paid Y equal 5. I mean, I need to do this paid internal inside the object. So looking back, hopefully just too much. Here you go. So he done. So if you see the object, the orange, he did the yellow. For the yellow he did it. So if you see the yellow, I have it now. I paid from the internal. If you see, he returned everything back. Why? Because first, when we did I paid for the green one, he did effect on the yellow. So now I'm in the yellow and the inside, from the inside. Now this one from outside. When I do paid X, paid Y, that's mean from outside to the object. If you cannot understand well, when I say word paid X or paid Y, that's mean from X axis, from Y axis. But when I say I paid, when I say I paid X, I paid Y, that's mean internally. That's mean from the text to the end, from the text to the end, this way. Yes, this is basically how we do I paid X, I paid Y, how we do south, how do we do north. We could do a lot. Think about, you want when someone increase the row, increase the screen, you need to always make row 0 taking specific weight from the screen. So you say always this one take 3 pixel comparison with this one. You say, hey, before you do this, say root dot row config, I need row 0, always take weight of, let's example of 2, and I would say row, the second row, which is we have 2 rows only, row number 1, always take weight of 1. So now if you rerun it again, and you see what's going on. Now if you just maximize it, you see always row number 0 always take, I know this is a little bit like complex now because you don't have any sticky anything. To make it clear for you to see everything, you have to do sticky from other side. I have east, I have south north, east west, south north, east west. For all this I will do sticky for all those places. Wait, sorry. So sticky, that means, hey, stick my object in the all side. Whenever the objects grow up, make it stick for all the side. If you see for a few seconds, I have spaces when I grow up. Now if I just grow up, he's still keeping my object grow up with the sticky thing. See? So this is still the space that we added, 5%. But if you see, whenever the screen grow, he still make the row number 0, as we say, take twice time number 1. So if you see, whenever the second increase, still the row number 0 double row number 1. Same thing you could do it for the column. You say same thing. You say row root dot column config, hopefully column config, column config. You say which column you want it, like for example column number 1 take weight of 1. That means the column number 0 take normal weight, he will not increase. So going back here, if you see column number 0, column number 1, see when I just grow how much, see when I grow. So when I didn't give any weight for another object, they keep their origin weight. So if you see now, when I have this screen, this one have origin as a column, like for example 5, and this one have 5. Whenever I increase, they still keep same. Only the number one will increase it with this one, because we did only wait for that one. So if I say, hey, I need this one also and increase it, so you have to do wait for it. You say, hey, wait for column number 2 should be twice column number 1. Now if you see it, you see column number 2 will be double it by column number 1, double size of the column number 1. But column number 0 is still same because we didn't change it. We say keep it same. So this is basically how we design layout. I make it do different, play with it. Here we're done, and thank you for watching, and see you next.